Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of human psychology. Have you ever wondered why you do the things you do? Or why people react in certain ways? Well, our brains are incredibly complex, and the way they work can be pretty surprising. We're going to explore some mind-blowing psychological facts that will make you see yourself and others in a whole new light. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's unravel the mysteries of the human mind together. First up, let's talk about a little thing called the sunk cost fallacy. This is a big one. It's the reason you might finish a terrible movie you've already paid for, or keep pouring effort into a project that's clearly not working. Our brains hate to feel like we've wasted something, whether it's time, money, or effort. So we'll often continue down a failing path just because we've already invested in it. The rational thing to do would be to cut our losses and move on, but that feeling of I've already come this far is incredibly powerful. Recognizing this bias in yourself is the first step to making better decisions. Next time you're sticking with something that isn't making you happy, ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to, or because of what I've already put in? The answer might surprise you. Next, have you ever heard of the spotlight effect? This is the feeling that everyone is staring at you and judging your every move. Spilled a little coffee on your shirt? You might feel like a giant neon sign is pointing to the stain. The truth is, people are so wrapped up in their own worlds that they barely notice. Studies have shown that we vastly overestimate how much others pay attention to our appearance or actions. We are the main character in our own movie, but we're just an extra in everyone else's. So, relax. That embarrassing thing you did? Chances are nobody else even remembers it. Knowing this can be incredibly liberating and help ease social anxiety. Let's move on to something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. This is a cognitive bias where people with low ability at a task overestimate their ability. You've probably seen this in action. The person who's terrible at singing but thinks they're the next superstar, or the amateur who thinks they know more than the expert. It happens because the same skills needed to be good at something are often the skills needed to recognize how good you are. On the flip side, highly competent people often underestimate their own abilities, assuming that tasks they find easy are also easy for others. It's a strange paradox of confidence. True expertise often comes with a healthy dose of humility and the awareness of how much you still have to learn. Now, here's a fun one about our memories. They're not like video recordings. At all. Every time you recall a memory, your brain isn't just playing it back. It's actively reconstructing it. And each time it does, it can be slightly altered by your current mood, new information, or even just the simple act of remembering. This is why two people can have completely different recollections of the same event. It's also why things we remember from our childhood might be a mix of real events, stories we were told, and photos we saw. Our memories are more like creative stories that we're constantly editing rather than a perfect archive of the past. It's a bit unsettling, but also pretty amazing when you think about it. Let's talk about choices. Do you think more options are always better? You might think so, but psychology says otherwise. This is known as the paradox of choice. When we're presented with too many options, we can become overwhelmed and anxious. This can lead to analysis paralysis, where we have such a hard time choosing that we end up not choosing at all. And even if we do make a choice, we're more likely to feel less satisfied with it, wondering if one of the other 100 options would have been better. Sometimes having fewer, well-curated choices can lead to greater happiness and satisfaction. It's quality over quantity, even when it comes to decisions. Okay, how about this? Did you know that your brain processes physical pain and social rejection in very similar ways? That feeling of being left out, ignored, or ostracized actually hurts. Brain scans show that the same areas of the brain that light up when you stub your toe also become active when you experience social pain. This makes sense from an evolutionary perspective. For our ancestors, being part of a group was essential for survival. Being cast out was literally a death sentence. So our brains evolved to treat social rejection as a serious threat. It's a powerful reminder to be kind to one another because emotional wounds are just as real as physical ones. Here's another fascinating fact about human connection. We tend to mirror the people we're with. This is called the chameleon effect. Without even realizing it, we often mimic the posture, gestures, and speech patterns of the person we're talking to. If they cross their arms, you might find yourself doing the same. If they speak slowly, you might slow down your own speech. This isn't about being a copycat. It's a subconscious social glue that helps build rapport and empathy. It's a sign that you're engaged and connecting with the other person. So next time you're in a conversation, pay attention to your body language. You might be more of a chameleon than you think. Let's shift gears to motivation. Have you ever noticed that you're more motivated to avoid a loss than you are to achieve a gain? This is a principle called loss aversion. The pain of losing $10 feels much stronger than the pleasure of finding $10. Our brains are hardwired to protect what we already have. This bias affects everything from our financial investments to our daily decisions. It's why free trials are so effective. Once we have something, the idea of losing it becomes a powerful motivator to keep it. Marketers use this all the time, but you can also use it to your advantage to build good habits. Frame your goals in terms of what you'll lose if you don't stick with them. Here is a simple but profound one. Telling someone your goals can actually make you less likely to achieve them. It sounds counterintuitive, right? You'd think sharing your ambitions would create accountability. But research suggests that when you announce your goal, your brain gets a premature sense of satisfaction, almost as if you've already accomplished it. This social recognition can trick your brain into feeling good and reduce your motivation to do the actual hard work. So the next time you have a big dream, maybe keep it to yourself. Let your actions and results do the talking. The satisfaction of actually achieving it will be that much sweeter. Finally, let's talk about the Pygmalion effect, or the power of expectations. What we expect of others can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. If a teacher believes a student is smart and capable, they may unconsciously give that student more attention and encouragement, leading the student to perform better. The opposite is also true. Low expectations can lead to poorer performance. This doesn't just apply in the classroom. It happens in the workplace, in families, and in relationships. Our beliefs about people can directly influence their actions and, ultimately, their reality. It shows just how much impact we have on each other. Believing in someone can be one of the greatest gifts you can give them. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of some of the most interesting corners of human psychology. From the strange ways our memories work to the powerful influence of our expectations, our minds are constantly playing tricks on us and shaping our reality. Understanding these psychological principles doesn't just make for cool trivia. It can genuinely help you understand yourself better, improve your relationships, and make smarter choices in your life. What do you think? Did any of these facts really blow your mind? Let me know in the comments below which one you found the most surprising. I love reading your thoughts and insights. And if you enjoyed this journey into the human mind and want to learn more, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.